Hello and welcome to the pixelategames.com gameplay review of Jet Set Willy. Hello, and here's the Amstrad version of Jet Set Willy. This is part of the Minor Willy series. As you can see at the top it says colour option or black and white version, or what it's alluding to really is the green screen monitor version. There is no true black and white on the Amstrad. You've got a lovely green, and if you didn't want green you also had green as well. Music here, a little bit on the sombre side I'd say, a bit depressing. Sounds quite good until you hear like the other versions and you think, well, it seems a bit more exciting. So anyway, let's get on to the game. Get past that scroll, which you'd have to be Superman to read all of that clearly. And here we are, the classic Jet Set Willy. And now the aim of the game, apart from remembering all the keys once more, is to pick up all these pieces within the mansion. And as you can see, this is a Spectrum port, because you've got the overlapping there of colours. Unfortunately, we had to put up with that quite a lot. Let's try and find that key again. And another thing, apologies for going all over the show here, is all the different types of enemy that are trying to get hold of you. You've got a spinning razor blade, a barrel and a penknife, and they're all trying to kill you. Why? Nobody really knows, I don't think. This lovely lady, she is the housewife. She's the one that's really annoyed at you for leaving the place in a complete tip, and she will not let you through to your bed until you've cleared up. Let's get a little looky around. Let's see what we've got. Let's go through here. Oh, this is the nightmare room. And oops, I think, I could be wrong, but I think only the Commodore version you don't go into the nightmare room as whatever that is, flying hamster by the look of it. The Commodore version you just go in as yourself. Oh, this is the banyan tree. This is a real nightmare. I've never got past this on. Oopsie. I've never got past that on the BBC Micro version. Not that far. And that's what happens in Jet Set Willy, unfortunately, is that if you die, it tends to put you right back where you died, so you just automatically lose all your lives, which isn't a very clever thing. Very frustrating if you've been through quite a few of those rooms and that happens. It can demoralise you very quickly. But I guess you learn which are the nasty rooms to have to locate, so we'll go for this one instead. Ooh. Just as well as fit, isn't it? What's up here? No, this is another one of those nasty rooms. You can die quite easily in that one, very quickly. So I think I'm coming towards the front door here. Ooh, nope, once I've obviously lived for it. Ooh. Show me the money. Nope, I'm not doing good here. Oh dear. Oh my word. Throw me a bone here. Oh shit. No. That's really embarrassing. Oh dear. Alright, go. Let's do this properly. So the colour screen, the colours in the Amstrad version, the textures are very Spectrum-like, Spectrum-esque, and there's good reason for that. Again, we've got a Spectrum port. And the Commodore users were very lucky; they didn't have to go through a lot of that. There's another interesting room, which I've remarked on in the review, is an egg that's just, you know, as you do, it's just rolling from one end of the screen to the other, and you don't want to do that. No. Now she's going to die like a pig. And you can climb up these ropes. You've got to miss those nasty looking things. Get out of the swimming pool. Ooh. Yes, that's cool. Oh, and that's not cool. Oh, well, that was a little bit lucky. Oh, that called me jammy for nothing. That called me jammy for anything really, to be honest. Oh, dead. Doing well there today. Yeah, I meant that. I wanted to get that. That was probably not the best move. But then again, there's not a lot of other options available to me, is there really? Try and get it on the hop. Yeah, look, you have to be very much on the have good timing. Look, what? You kidding? Throw me a bone here, the boss. Okay, got there in the end. Ooh. I'm assuming I'm not allowed to hit those. I can't remember ever being in this room. Oh, no, I'm not going to be in it for a long time, but look at it. This is the Amstrad version. Not a lot more to say about it really. It's difficult. You have to be very precise. Timing on your jumps has got to be seconds to none, but that's across the board. That's right across all of the platforms. So I'm going to show you Spectrum version, I think, so you can get an idea of where the Amstrad version came from. So here we go with the Spectrum version of Jet Set Willy, and as you can hear, very arpeggio version of Jet Set Willy. It's alright for the Spectrum, it's not too bad. What is the problem is the game music, the in-game music, which I'll show you in a minute. And this is what happens on the Spectrum version after a short time, just to make those who have epilepsy a little bit more aware of their condition, I think. Not quite sure what this bit's all about, just a bit of showboating really, I think. So, going in. And here we go. That's if I were a rich man. If I were a rich man, I'd get someone decent in to do the music. Right, so let's find the keys again, and off we go. Let's turn it off. Or do you want it on? No, you don't, do you? Right, so. Ooh. So, Willy makes a very strange jumping noise. As we all do when we jump, I think you'll find. We all go doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, and this is our friend again, in two-tone colours. She looks like Airwolf gone wrong. And this is different layout to the others actually, I believe. Certainly start in a different position. I'm not entirely sure what this is coming over to attack me there. Looks like two worlds next to each other. It could be some kind of chromosome, DNA. I don't know. Let's try and not look at this scientifically. After all, I'll be up against a flying toaster in a little bit, I'd imagine. Oh, that wasn't great. Now I've got to do all of that again. How annoying is that? Very annoying. And there is a temptation at the end of this platform to jump into that space. I just keep entirely missing it and I drop to my doom. So that's why I don't. It's frustrating things like that because you think, oh, that's easy. And you just die, unquestionably. You've got no chance. Come on, Willy. Let's zip through there. Yeah, let's go over there then. And there's our little chicken egg again. Let's go visit the egg. And I'm actually doing quite well with these stairways, because normally instead of jumping through them I'll find myself going up them and vice versa. Now I haven't been getting the bits and bobs because, let's face it, I'm not going to complete it right here, right now. I don't think I'm ever going to complete it, to be honest. It's a really tricky game, especially when you get to the banyan tree. You think, oh, I've sweated blood, tears and glory over this, and now I've come to the banyan tree and I'm going to lose my lives for no reason apart from being a bit on the dopey side. But what I could do here is change it up a little bit and not go up there. Come through here. Oh, hello, rogue egg. Just scared me there. I twitched again. I won't go there then. So as you can see, this is kind of close to the Amstrad version. Graphically not as good, but still elements all look very similar. Oh, that was really clever, Dan. Oh, so close. So close. No. And you've got to take time in this game. realise that that was actually a moving rail, moving floor, should I say. Oh, class. Okay, so I could get right up behind him. Run, Forrest, run! Look, I was going. I was wrong. Anyway, that's the, there's not a lot more to show, really. I mean, you get the idea. It's the Spectrum version. You know, it plays, does the trick. You've got a lot of screens to get through, so it's not like you're gonna finish the game really quickly. You do obviously have to be very precise again. The only thing that I really don't like about this game is the terrible music. Okay, now we're going to go on to the BBC Micro version of Jet Set Willy. Welcome to the BBC Micro version of Jet Set Willy. And as you can see, they've decided the in-game music for the Spectrum was just not enough. It had to go on to the front title screen of the BBC Micro. All good. Oh no, look, I've switched it off by accident. So here we are on the BBC Micro version. As you can see, graphics are looking a little bit more minimal, as you probably might expect anyway. Oh, that wasn't a good start. Doing well here. So the very... Oh, that was close, wasn't it? The colours are obviously not that brilliant. It's better than black and white, isn't it? Let's look on the bright side of life. So this is where I've never passed on the BBC Micro version. Seems a lot easier on the other versions. Well, I say a lot easier by comparison. Oh, that's just about as well as I've ever done, I think. It's incredible. Oh, is that a micro? Oh, that is a microchip, isn't it? Oh, no. I'll get you and that'll be bad stuff. Come on. And no. Let's see where this is going. Foot of doom. So there you go, that's how easy it is to... Some will say you're just not good enough. Well, a lot of us aren't, I'm afraid. A lot of us are quite good at other games. But this one, blimey. Talk about Gillette, the best a man can get. It's as close as a shave, talking of which, just to get through certain levels. Alright, it's frustrated housewife once again. She's clearly frustrated, obviously she wouldn't be getting so upset. Especially as you're paying her as well, I'd imagine. You'd think she'd be like, oh, this is my job, I should really be doing this myself. Yeah, she's getting paid. Ah-de-da-de-da. Dude. Oh, that wasn't very clever. Oh, neither was that. Get in the zone. Get in the zone, man. Oh, man, those graphics. I mean, obviously, it's got half the memory that the Amstrad Commodore had. It's not going to be as impressive, but it certainly beat the likes of all the other platforms in Elite. Here we go. This should be a treat. Try and figure this out. Got to miss that green thing at the top, which amazingly I have done, and that's not the best thing. There you go. Should have a sign up there, mind your head. Health and safety and all that. I was so surprised that I actually landed without dying that I just died. Really shouldn't plan ahead. That's what I find. Let's do this. Oh. Enough of that one. No. Squishy squashy. Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Guess you knew that. And it plays well. It plays just as well as all the other versions. You know, so whatever system you were using at the time, you wasn't going to be devoid of gameplay, that's for sure. I mean, it played well. The only thing is it's just bugged a little bit, you know? That thing where you just die in succession. It's a real spoiler, that is. And this having to be so pixel perfect. My word. By Jove, he's actually got it. He's actually lost it. She had a moment there. Oh. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Can't even get on. I'm just lost my bottle now. Oh, what? You gotta be kidding me! Oh, plank. Alright, well, that's the BBC Micro version. I think you've seen enough of that, and especially the death scene, you've seen quite a lot of that. A little bit more than perhaps I anticipated. Really, there's you know, there's not a lot to differentiate it between all, the other versions in terms of gameplay. It's all really good. It's just so easy to die. But hey ho, that's the sort of thing that brought us back, kept us playing. Sometimes it was just so maddeningly difficult that we just gave up. But now I'm going to take you onto the Commodore version of Jet Set Willy. So here's the Commodore 64 version of Jet Set Willy. The thing that I didn't mention on the previous versions, particularly the Amstrad and Spectrum, was that the title screens are quite colourful. The Amstrad had the scroll bar, or the scrolling title even, and both versions had the a picture of the impossible Penrose triangle, or physically impossible triangle. This screen is very bland. That's all I can say. And it's got the what's the word, compulsory brown colour. There has to be brown on Commodore 64 somewhere along the lines, and we've got it right at the beginning. But what we do have, which is quite nice, is this. Nicely sped up version compared to the Amstrad in particular, which was, as I've mentioned, like a funeral parlour. You know, it's very droll, very dreary. So let's go on to the main game. So this is the in-game music for the Commodore. I have to say, it's good. It's just too busy. It would drive, if I kept playing this with that music in the background, it would drive me bananas. That's why I switched it off. In fact, I've switched the whole game off, which was not part of the plan. So let's find the key to switch that off. Here we go again. There you go. Always good to remember the keys before you set sail. And there's a difference there. The stairway is more like a stairway, or just a set of flags, really, isn't it, in ascending order? But it does behave like a set of stairs. It's not like one line that you just walk down. So that's the difference. You can see the colour scheme. You don't want to, but you can see it is completely different on the Commodore. A lot of darker colours, and the brown, as I've mentioned before, is all encompassing on this page. I'm not a fan of brown, but if you are, then this has made your day, I'd imagine. And there's the lady again. Go away, she's saying. You're not welcome. And the barrel, which you think might be brown, it is not. So I killed myself on purpose there. Obviously I wouldn't make such a big mistake. And then again on this page, whoa dude, on this page, if I stop talking I might be able to just jump through this. On this page again you can see it's very dull. Look at that guy, that monk. He's very bland. Hello, what am I doing down there? And this screen, on all the other versions, is perhaps one of the most colourful. Is perhaps one of the most colourful screens of the lot. But on the Commodore, this is. Tell me that's possible in some way. It's just too much brown. How are you supposed to do that? No, I swear this is. No, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm not getting annoyed. There's nothing going on that's making me unhappy here. Ah. So that was good. Try again. Just a blip. Just a blip. And if you can hear that noise, that's my dog. He's done something and he wants me to give him a treat. A food treat, that is. Oh, and he's died again. It's just so dull. It really is. Oh. I mean, there is a case for it. You know, no one likes to have overly bright colours that are just zapping your eyes to Kingdom Come, but this is not inspiring at all. And it's just, you know, Commodore can do better than this. I mean, I've seen Ghostbusters. It's got a nice little colour scheme from what I can remember. I'm going to take off my rose tinted glasses now. It probably isn't quite as I imagined. Right, here we go. This is the one. This is it. See, just stuck his foot out there and that was enough. Oh, don't want to do that. So you've got to persevere, haven't you? You can't, like, you've got to get past the page, even if it means losing all your lives. Oh dear. Well, I did say that the Spectrum version was the most difficult version. Today, it's the Commodore, but I still go with that because I think the Spectrum version is a lot buggier. It just seems like you will die very quickly through no fault of your own. Really, you die and you'll just lose all your lives in succession without being able to do anything about it. So this goes to this screen which we know and love. Chicken egg. Assume it's a chicken egg. It's like dinosaur egg. Which was another good thing in the 80s. Do you remember those sweets? Dinosaur eggs? Lovely. Took me about 6 hours just to eat it. Hey. It was either that or a Wham bar. That was lovely as well. And they think kids got a problem with their teeth these days. No, sorry. So you pretty much get the measure. The gameplay, again, there's absolutely no difference. It's still as annoying as ever. That arrow just came out of nowhere just to do me in there. It's going to do the same again, isn't it? Not if I got my way. Oh dear. That's a new addition. That wasn't in the other one, was it? It was a bit random. Oh look, he's having a laugh. Oh, that's annoying. Ah, the wobbly jelly of death. So, very lifelike. Death by jelly. I don't see that being a bit of a problem myself.